MOD video for today.
Oh shit. Here it comes again. What now, bro?
Um, I feel I shouldn't have to do this, this video, but I feel like it's necessary because of two things. Because number one is that, you know, low key, low key, some of us come off as creepy. It's just, it's just it's just how we come off, I guess.
What? Which side is this nigga on? Is this nigga on our side or what? Dang.
But the second reason I gotta make this video is because you gotta understand that in 2025 and going forward, women, they're entitled. What I mean by that is that they think that every single guy they come across is trying to F them.
Message.
And don't get me wrong, most of us we are, but it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Even girls that don't look that good, they think that every guy is trying to. So whatever you do, if she doesn't find you attractive, it's gonna come off as creepy, bro. See, this is why I want to make this video. I want to show you these three things that this girl says that you should really avoid doing because you come off as creepy, bro. And like I said, I always say, I'm here to help you, bro. I'm here to help you out. So let's start with thing number one.
Number one, tracking her down on social media. If you didn't get her contact info when you met, let it go. Unless you have a specific reason that you can follow up with, contacting her over social media when she didn't give you that information in person is creepy. So next time, if you want that information, get it in person.
So thing number one is tracking her down on social media without talking to her first. And that is creepy, bro. That is creepy. Don't get me wrong. If you want to lurk a little bit, that's cool. But don't message her out of nowhere. Don't follow her. She doesn't follow you. You know what I mean? She doesn't know who you are. You're following her and liking her pictures, making comments on her pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. That comes off as really, really creepy, bro. And and this is coming from a guy. Like, even if a girl does that to me, I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know. So it's very important for you to not do that. So if you're thinking about doing that, do not do that because you're gonna come off as creepy. So like she said, approach her, talk to her, tell her you want to get her social media. And when she sees you following her, liking her picture, making comments on her picture, she'll be like, oh yeah, that's that guy that I talked to, and he was cool, we had a good time. You come off as not creepy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not creepy.
Oh well.
Second thing she says is
Number two, staring. A glance or two is totally fine. But when your eyes are glued to watching every move she makes, that's less likely showing her your interest and more likely just making her uncomfortable. Instead, glance with the purpose of making eye contact with her. If she holds it, that's your cue to approach.
second thing she says is staring at her. And this is actually like a very it's kind of a tricky thing because all this boils down to how she sees you, how attractive she thinks you are. Because if she finds you attractive, bro, you can stare at her. She will love that. She will love that.
Those are straight facts.
She will love that. She'll be shy. She'll look away. She'll look back at you until you make your approach. But if she doesn't find you attractive, bro, you're creepy number one, bro.
Yo, 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 yo. Are you enjoying this video? I hope so. I hope so. So, if you are, like it, comment, subscribe. Also follow me on the gram or TikTok so you can get to know me a little better. All right? Take care.
You're a creepy number one, bro. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So what I recommend you do is take one good look at her and see what her reaction is. What I mean is you look at her for 2-3 seconds and she see what her reaction is. If she looks back at you, smiles or whatever, she stares right back at you the same way you're looking at her, it's a green light for you to approach her. But if you look at her and she looks away right away, stop looking, stop staring because she's not trying to F with you like that. You know what I mean? You got to understand that, bro. You got to understand that.
And number three, not taking no for an answer. If she says no, whether it's to a date, to giving her your phone number, or to just hanging out, don't push it. Because trying again 20 minutes later doesn't make you persistent, it just makes you someone she wants to avoid.
Third thing is not taking no for an answer. not taking no for an answer. And this to me comes down to like, you're not believing that you can get another one. Because when you open your mind, when you get out of that scarcity mindset of, oh, this is just one girl, this one girl that I really want, she's gonna be she's gonna be my wife, she's the one, this is the one. You're gonna stop tripping about one girl not liking you, bro. You're gonna stop tripping about that, because you're gonna realize there's so many girls out there.
Those are straight facts.
And this is why, I always motivate guys to like travel, bro. Travel, you know what I'm saying? Like, just get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Travel, go somewhere to a different country, different city, different state, whatever. And you're gonna see how many more girls are out there, bro. Like, I was in vacation like a couple weeks ago. I was in Cancun, right? And bro, you really gotta get out there, man. Really gotta get out there, because it's like you meet a girl, you talk to a girl. Next 5 minutes, you meet another girl, you talk to her. 5 minutes, it's just like every hour, everywhere you go, there's just so many people, so many different girls, and it's hard to trip over one girl, bro. It's hard for you to do that. And if you're one of these guys who, you're really obsessed about this one girl, I'm just here to let you know, bro. You might think that you're romantic. You're always talking to this one girl. You always want to talk to this one girl. You always messaging this one girl, like in her pictures, comments, and blah 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 blah. You think, in your eyes, you think you're being romantic because you're just focusing on one girl, but she sees you as a creep, bro. She sees you as a creep, bro. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand that.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And and when you are focused too much on one girl, everything that she does, you're gonna find a way to think that what she's doing is for you. That what she's doing is for you. She could, dress a certain way or do something, be like, yeah, she's doing that for me, because you're obsessed with this one girl. And nothing says creepy like obsession over a girl, bro.
Message.
This is what I'm saying. You gotta expand, bro. Just go out, forget about this one girl, and just focus on other girls. And the good thing about that is that you're actually attracting the girl that you want by being with other girls. That is something that women find attractive, when you can be with other chicks, when you have options, when you're just not focused on her, when you have a life. You know what I mean? And when I say travel, bro, excuse me, I'm not just talking about the chicks. I mean, don't get me wrong, the chicks are good, but it's also for you to like expand your mind, open your mind, learn new things, learn a new language, try some new food, and see different culture, different people, you know what I'm saying? Like, just experience something different. So you know what I'm saying? So when you get older, you know what I mean? You have stories to tell. What story are you gonna tell your grandkids when you get older, if you're obsessed about this one girl who has a boyfriend, who has a husband, who has kids? She's just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good point, nigga. Keep going.
Grandpa, you obsessed that she was married? You never get a chance with her? No, son. No, son. I didn't have the courage. I was just, lurking on the internet for. You know what I'm saying? That's such a bad look, bro. Such a bad look. So, and this is coming from someone, I'm not a, I'm not an outgoing guy. You know what I mean? Like, when I go to the club, whenever, I travel, I usually go. The homies want to go. I don't, that's not really my scene, but the homies want to go. Let's go. But I'm the guy, like, I'm the guy in my corner. You know what I mean? Like, I might come off as creepy. I don't care. I'm at a point where I don't care. I go to the club. I'll be the guy in the corner with my drink. I'm chilling, enjoying the music, enjoying the vibes. If a girl right next to me, looking at me, I'm looking at her, and we're talking. We get to talking, but I'm not gonna be the guy in the middle of the dance floor dancing and all that stuff. No, I'm just the guy in the corner with my drink and chilling. Like I said, might come off as creepy to some people. I don't care, but I just don't want you. This is just my personality. You know what I mean? And I feel like I know how to talk to girls, so I don't trip about that too much. But it's just for the guys who, are doing the three things I just mentioned. Tracking her down on social media, staring, and what's the third thing? I gotta go back here a second. What is it? Staring. My bad. I gotta go back to this video quick on my phone here. There's that. Tracking her down. What is it? Tracking her down on social media. Staring, and Not taking no for an answer. Yeah, don't do any of those things, bro. Those things are creepy. That's not nothing that nothing cool. No, no one cool does any of those three things, bro. You know what I mean? So I hope this video helped you out, and if you do any of these three things, bro, just stop, because you might think it's romantic, it's adventurous, you know. Oh, he found me on the internet, he looked for me on the internet. No, you're coming off as creepy, bro. Coming off as creepy. Anyways, man, that's it for today. Peace.